Hello and welcome to our Marshall Close-Up. I'm John Shelton, and this is the show where we interview members of our school and learn something new about them. I'm here today with Miss Ashley Archer, our wonderful librarian, and let's get straight to the questions.
All
Are
right.
you ready, Miss Archer?
I'm ready.
All right, first question. Where'd you go to college?
Initially, after high school, I went to the University of Hawaii, stayed there for a couple years, then I came back home and finished up at Murray State for my bachelor's.
Well, those are two pretty far off places. Hawaii's definitely not in Kentucky, and then Murray State is right next to Marshall County.
Yep.
Why'd you go to Hawaii before you're going?
I just wanted to go far away. That was my plan.
Not Alaska?
No, somewhere warm, the beach.
And then why'd you come back to Murray?
Well, I just, needed to be back with family for a little bit, so I finished up at Murray State.
All right. Why'd you become a librarian? Did you always think you wanted to be one, or just out of nowhere?
No, I did not think about that until I was working at the McCracken County Public Library, and I'd been there for a while before I realized that maybe that was a career path that I wanted to take. So,
Why the McCracken County Library?
well, I'm from Paducah. I live in Reedland. Yep.
And then, did you work anywhere else as a librarian before us?
I was at the public library, and then I was at Graves County Schools, and then here.
So, how'd you find out about why here compared to other schools in the area?
Well, this was closer to home for me.
Okay.
So.
And then, you do a lot of stuff with the public library, we have the arts and crafts here every Friday, and the teen librarian comes, and where did that all begin?
Well, the teen librarian last year reached out to me. She was hoping to do a partnership with us, and that was also on my radar. I wanted, to bring in some community partners. So we talked and set up some programs and worked it out. So they visit, at the bookmobile that visits one time a month, and then the crafts is twice a month.
So, whenever the teen librarian reached out to you, did it really catch you off guard, or were you sort of anticipating it?
I was anticipating it because I had already done a similar thing at Graves County. And, a lot of my background is with libraries, and, I always want to work with community partners anyway, so we librarians like to stick together and work together.
Y'all have a little group chat with each other?
Pretty much.
And so how do you two come up with the ideas? Because you've done painting, building little wreaths last semester, I remember, and then I think coasters or something, coffee koozies or something a few weeks ago?
Yeah, the coffee koozies. Really just anything. The librarian that's there now, Kaydee, she will just bring different crafts, and we kind of see what's popular, or I might, send her a quick email and tell her what's, what students are requesting that week.
And do you take suggestions for crafts and all that?
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
So we have a lot of cool clubs and all that here at the high school. And have you ever sponsored or considered sponsoring any?
I'd be open to it, but I haven't done so here at Marshall.
All right, so if people do have an idea, do they just need to come up to you or email you? Or?
Sure, and then we'd have to talk with admin about it, but yeah.
So we found out, I came up to you a few weeks ago and talked to you to sort of get some ideas for this, and I found out that besides reading, of course, because you are a librarian, you enjoy hiking and paddleboarding. What got you into those?
I like to be outside. I like to be in nature, which, I did a lot of that in Hawaii, of course. And we don't have an ocean here. We have a lake. So paddleboarding was kind of the next choice. And you can even do yoga on paddleboards. So done that as well.
That's really interesting. I've never really thought of paddleboarding as a sport in Kentucky or things to do. So the library is usually pretty busy here in the day with all the media arts, your duties normally, and then the help desk and students coming in and out for online dual credit or studying. How do you manage with all that?
Well, I love having an active library. I love seeing all kinds of different students and helping them with whatever they need, and I like that the space is available for studying or, downtime, crafts or coloring or whatever it is.
Well, that's really great. It's nice to know that our librarian you are really supportive of all that, and it's really nice. But well, it was great hearing from you. Thank you so much for being here, and anything you want to say?
No. Yeah, thanks for having me. It's good to talk to you.
All right. That's all for today. I'm John Shelton, and thank you for watching Close Up.